Hello friends, so welcome back to Off the Board. This is such a great collab in that we actually take things that we've pinned on Pinterest and use them on layout. So that is the entire premise, and I think it is ever so brilliant because most of us have 1,000 things we pin on Pinterest, yet they just sit there. So what I'm going to do is take a few of the remaining bits left over from my Mind the Scrap December kit. I think it's December. I don't know. Maybe this was November and then I have some December. So I have this great indigo and ivy vellum sheet. It is gorgeous and gold and sparkly. And the reason I thought to use this is I have one more Christmas picture I have not finished off. This is my son and his girlfriend. And they were in a scene that looks tremendously like this. So I thought I would do that, and now here's my pin. I screenshotted it. It's from Design by Diana at blogspot.com. And this, let me come in a little bit better. Right there is a sketch, and I'll try to remember to include that in the beginning of my video. So I think that looks pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just go for it and see what I come up with. I'm going to be using a bunch of leftover bits and pieces, scraps, all that kind of thing, and see what I can do with this. All right, so here we go, friends. I went ahead and pulled out the scraps that I have left over from this kit, and I also went ahead and pulled that black paper that you see on the left. That's from the Vicki Boutin 6x8 paper pad that was in one of these kits, because I need to mat my photos. So I thought I would start by getting a nice strong mat. Now the girl in my picture, she is not a pink girl, but we're just gonna have to suffer through at this point because I have a lot of pink to work with. She actually likes blue best, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So you see that I went ahead and just created a band across the bottom third with those two sets of papers, and you know, I didn't have enough to go all the way across the entire page. So I thought I would just cover up some of those little, or cover up the seams as I go. So we'll work on it, and I think it'll end up coming out ever so nicely. You won't even notice it. Now I have told you that I'm working from scraps, and I really want to use up whatever I can. So I'm going to Frankenstein in the mat for this photo just a little bit. I really love the Heidi Swap Christmas collection she came out with, so I'm going to create a mat with that. And yeah, unless you're looking super closely, you won't even be able to tell. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, I had to sneeze. All right, so I also really love this Christmas tree paper. It's beautiful. And I have this paper, I think it's Jenn Hadfield, that is black and white with the houses on it. And so the houses are perfectly fine in my mind because, you know, everybody has to travel to everybody's houses for Christmas. I use my ticket punch to punch out two more pieces of this pink pattern paper to, you know, bring them across the page and give your eye a nice little flow. I'm going to have the bird sit on one of them at the top left. And no, there's no reason for the bird to be on the page whatsoever. I will be bringing in red in a couple of places so that it makes sense that there's red at the top as we go. And I also wanted to use this really gorgeous wood grain frame, and I have it cut into two places so that I can have it on the top and the bottom of the layout. So I have both tickets are attached to the page. The bird is on the ticket. I'm going to start building out things around the bottom right ticket. The frame is attached down, and then there was a couple of these little pieces that were cut-offs from the frame, and I'm going to go ahead and put them, those leftover throwaway bits, I'm going to go ahead and put both of them on the tickets so that the wood grain is going across. Now I didn't need that days until like a countdown part of that vellum piece. I just needed it to work as a piece of red. So that is just going to be kind of a, yeah, kind of like as if it were just a place marker or a label sticker or whatnot. I went ahead and popped up that first class mail. It's a really nice deep sage green on a little fun foam and popped it on top of that red vellum little die cut. So now I have red and green in at the top ticket. I have red and green above the photo. And right now I just have pink on the bottom ticket. I'm trying to decide what I want my title to be. I've used a ton of these um, foam alphas, and I just for the life of me am struggling to come up with a title. Usually move on to something different if I am struggling in a different area. So I knew I wanted to get some of these pretty gold sequins into my different clusters. That's bringing the gold throughout. Not that there's not enough on the background, but it's just repeating the element. And I do have gold on that wood grain looking picture frame. So that works. And then there's also these really great sequins that are in a star shape, which is always great for the holidays. Although a white star you can use for absolutely anything, in my opinion. So I do struggle with using clips, but I found this gold triangle one and I thought I would just pop it in. Adding more gold is not really in any strong purpose, but it was in the leftovers from my Mind the Scrap kit. So I thought that if I can find a way to make it work, then I would. And yeah, so it's on there and it's in a part of the photo that's not super necessary. I ended up using these, I think these are by Pink Paisley. They are foam and it's kind of a peachy foam, but it looks fine with this. With a cardstock sticker overlay. And it's wood grain as well. So it's going to just read Christmas Eve 2019. I'll be sure to leave the links that are down below for the other ladies that are a part of this collaboration. It's always really fun to see how people use the how they use their inspiration, their pins, and yeah, I absolutely love being a part of it, and I'm really honored that I get to be a part of it. So that is so awesome. So awesome. Oh, also, so the links will be down below. If you have any questions or comments, anything like that, go ahead and leave them. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, so that's that part. These are some Tim Holtz like Christmassy sentiments. They're on both white and kind of like a linen kind of a color. And I really wish they were all on the white. I really do. But they look great. I just don't know if I need 5 million Christmas sentiments. I'm going to probably have them forever. It felt like the 2019 was just kind of floating around on that pink pattern paper. So I punched out a ticket in red to bring more red by the photo. And I'm going to go ahead and put 2019 there. And I'm also going to do a couple other little star punch outs in red. I think it's going to be stars. Just add a tiny bit more of that color around the page. See, there you go. It looks so much better to me that the 2019's on a ticket. And I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid adhesive to put those two little punched out stars in my other clusters just for another little pop of red. And it builds it out, to me, just a little bit better. Like it settled better for me. I'm going to move those little enamel dots a little bit. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way the clusters worked out, especially since I was using lots of leftover bits. So there's a bit more of a close-up of this. I hope you like what I came up with. And I will talk to you guys ever so soon with another video. Bye-bye, friends. Thanks so much for watching.